Guys, what's up? So right now I'm in, what do you call this place? You call it Oriwa Lookout. So this area here is on top of the hill. Not really on top of the hill, but it's high enough wherein you can see the whole beach and the whole Oriwa area, which is my suburb, and the whole Fungaparoa area, which is like another, what do you call, how am I gonna say this? So Oriwa is like a small suburb, and then Fungaparoa is like beside it. Yeah, so it's the first suburb beside it, if I'm correct. I don't know, never mind, who cares. But yeah, so you can see Oriwa, Fungaparoa, what do you call this? What is that place there? Gulf Harbor and Stammer Bay, and yeah. So pretty much you can see everything in this area here. Yeah, so it has a really good view. So I'm gonna make a short clip, a short edit of it, of the whole area here, the lookout, after this video. Okay, so first I want to talk about what new cyclists should do if they don't have the budget to buy like that bike over there, Alaska, which is almost 3,000 New Zealand dollars, and I don't know how much that is in US, but in New Zealand that bike is 26K. Yeah. And yeah, so what should a new cyclist do if they don't have the budget to buy 3K road bike or a mountain bike? So first, my tip for you new cyclists is that don't buy a bike if you just started cycling, because the thing is, if you start cycling and buy a very expensive road bike with all the cool components in it, with all the high level components in it, once you buy that, yeah, you're so happy in the first part, but in the long term, always think of the long term. In the long term, if you will get tired of cycling, get bored maybe, or what if you crashed? What if you oh yeah, that's it. What if you crashed? What if you crashed on a very expensive bike? Think of the money as well. The money you spent for a 2K bike. Oh, whew, that's really bad. So my tip for you new cyclists is, if you just started cycling, if you just learned how to ride a bike, maybe don't buy a very expensive road bike or a mountain bike. Okay? Don't buy expensive stuff in the beginning. Just cruise into it. Don't get too excited about it, you know? So buy a bike that's first, buy a bike that has a very good frame, that's a known frame. Don't buy a bike that's made in China or like other fake, not known brands. Always do your research before you buy anything. Always do your research. All right, I might just do this. This is much easier. Don't buy a very expensive road bike in the beginning. Do your research before you buy it. Yep, do your research. And so first you do your research. Second, always get the frame that's legit. Like for example, a giant frame, a specialized what other brands are there? Trek. What I think Canyon also has a mid-range bike or a beginner bike. Yeah, so always do your research. Me, before I buy my stuff, I always do a research about it, so that I don't suffer in the long term. If I crash, it won't break easily, stuff like that. And the next one is, don't buy carbon. Okay, don't buy carbon as your first bike. So you always have to, well, me personally, I always want to get the alloy version of it, because the alloy version of it, it's if you crash in it, it won't break easily like the carbon. If you crash in a carbon pretty hard at 40 miles per hour, you will break the bike. You will break the handlebars if it's carbon. You will break the seat post if it's carbon. You will break the fork if it's carbon, if you really crash that hard. So yeah. And once a carbon bike is broken, like literally broken, I wouldn't recommend riding it again, because it's dangerous. Yeah, me personally, I don't recommend that. So yeah, for beginner cyclists, I recommend you to get an alloy bike as your beginner bike, or an aluminum one like the Giant. There's a Giant aluminum road bike, I believe. There's even a mountain bike that's aluminum. Always get alloy or aluminum for your first bike, not a carbon one or a titanium one. Yep. So you always have to think of the frame first before the components, because the frame, it is the important part of the bike. It is the most important part of a bike, and the components, you can just change all that if you have the money. Yeah. So yep, that's it. You don't have to get a jersey like this one if you're a beginner. If you just want to cruise around town, don't train and stuff like that, you can just buy an ordinary shirts and underwear and t-shirt. Yeah, that's just it. A pair of gloves, a helmet. A helmet, that's really, you should buy a helmet. And you don't even have to wear shades if you don't want to, because you're just beginning. You're just getting the ease of it. You're just what do you call this, practicing yourself to like it, to you know, try cycling. If you like it, then you level up. If you don't, then just put your bike in the corner and don't ride, find another sport. So yeah. And then yep, so you don't have to get cycling specific shoes like and pedals, because me, I have a mountain bike shoes on my road bike, because I don't want to use road cycling shoes. I'm a very big fan of Durian Rider. If Durian Rider, you're watching this, I'm a really big fan of you. So you're using mountain bike shoes on your road bike, so might as well do. Yeah, so you don't have to get all this stuff. You can just buy a pair of Nikes or Converse. Hey, afternoon. There's cyclists in here. See? Look at that. Yeah, so pretty much that's it. First, do your research and make sure that's a really good brand, because in cycling, you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. If you don't pay much, if you don't want to pay very not really expensive, but medium price stuff, then you won't get the performance, the durability you want. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So first, do your research and pick a brand that's known. Next is focus on the frame. Always buy a legit frame from a known brand. And next, don't buy carbon. Always alloy and aluminum. And then fifth, have fun. So yeah, that's my tip for you new cyclists. And yeah, I hope you will, if you're watching this and you're a new cyclist, I hope you like this. I hope you will learn something from it. So yeah, that's it. And yep, that's it. Alright guys, see ya. I hope you like this video, and after this video I will be making an edit of this look out here, making a short clip, maybe just a minute maybe. And yeah, I hope you all will like it. So yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have questions, leave a comment down below. And if you really love me, show me some love and hit that subscribe button now guys. Just hit it so that you'll, every time I upload, you will receive a notification of my new videos coming up. Alright guys, I'll be back to training again, or maybe just cruising around the suburb or climbing this hill in front of me. And yep, I'll catch you in the next one guys. See ya!